Good morning. Hey, what's going on? Hey, good morning. Good morning. What's going on, YouTube? Hey, this is Biker Caliente, and I am here in Florida. It is nice out here today, man. It looks a lot better than what it actually did on yesterday. As you can see, we have the Honda Goldwings covered up. We had a lot of rain. It is nice out here today. It looks a lot different. It looks a lot different than it actually did on yesterday. Wanted to give you guys an update. I actually came through a monsoon. Look like my camera's starting to fog up. Hopefully it'll kind of clear up here. Let me wipe it off. There we go. That looks a lot better. But anyway, it looks a lot different out here right now than it did on yesterday. Yesterday, man, we came through a monsoon. As you can see, I'm panning the camera around. I'm on the Goldwing. Look at that. We got the Goldwings covered up. Anytime you park at these hotels, it's good to cover up your Goldwings. Got the trailer covered up. Sun is shining bright. But I'm panning this camera back around. I'm making this a little quick video. As you guys can see, I'm actually holding my rain gear. Came through actually it was a flash flood. It wasn't even rain. It was a flash flood. Anyway, I'm making this video because, you know, I recently had a problem with my bike not starting, and I wasn't sure if it was water getting in the switch or if it was the battery or some fuses. I doubted that it was the fuse. I believe that when I pulled the fuse, that kind of reset everything. But one of the reasons that I'm making this video is because we came through a flash flood, literally, and we rode through a lot of water, and I saw a lot of water go down inside of my switch, and I cut the bike off and I covered the bike up. If I take this cover off and this thing does not start up, it was the switch. If I take the cover off and the bike start up, it was not the switch, it was the battery. You know, I kind of talked about the Yuasa battery. You know, when you first purchase the Honda Goldwing, it comes with the Yuasa battery. And when I first purchased my bike, shortly after I purchased it, I had a problem with the bike cranking up. And come to find out, the Yuasa battery was the culprit. I've not had a problem starting my Honda Goldwing until I recently went back to a Yuasa battery. And my bike is a 2021 and now it's 2025. So 4 years later, I had a fail to start, just like I was having in the beginning with the Yuasa. And here recently, I changed out the battery to a Duracell, and the bike cranks up fine. I haven't had no issues. But riding here to Florida, we come through a monsoon. We came through a lot of rain. It was actually a flash flood. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the cover off of my Goldwing, and if this bike fires right up, it was not the switch. Even though I said in the video I believe it was the switch. If this bike cranks up, it's not the switch, because I watched a lot of water go down inside of that switch because we came through a flash flood. So I'm going to just do this. I'm going to put down my rain gear. I hung it up last night to let it dry. I'm going to pull the cover off of my Honda Goldwing, and I'm going to see if the bike actually cranks up. So here we go. And this will be the first startup for the day. This is the first startup for the day. I'm going to uncover my bike. Always keep your bike covered up. Keep wandering eyes off of your bike. And I just got my half cover on here. I got my half cover on here. I got my full cover inside of the trailer. So I got this thing. I'm gonna get it uncovered. This is gonna be my first startup for the day. Okay. Got the cover off. Oh, before I do that, one thing I want to show you. Let me bend down here. Look at that tire. Look at that sexy car tire, baby. Riding on the dark side, baby. I'm actually testing out a new run flat. I'll tell you guys about it a little bit later. But it handled really, really good. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull in on the brake, press the ignition switch. If this Honda Goldwing fires up, it was not my switch, because we came through a flash flood and I watched water go down in that switch. So here we go. Let's see if it cranks up. Look at that. Fired right up. The bike fired right up here in Florida. First start of the day. No check engine lights or anything. Yeah, first startup of the day. There you have it. There's the verdict, in my opinion. I do not believe it was the switch now, because we came through so much water, man. It was literally a flash flood, and we went through miles and miles of water. Matter of fact, we saw it on the radar. I ended up taking my phones off of all of my electronics. I had to take them off of the bike. Put everything up because I knew we was fixing to hit some rain, but I didn't know it was going to be a flash flood. So yeah, there you have it. The bike fired right up, even though I saw water go down in that switch, and it was a lot of water. It was more water than what I put on the bike when I washed it. So we made it to the hotel here in Florida. I covered the bike up after kind of giving it a little wipe off, and I've uncovered the bikes, and as you can see, it fired right up. So I just wanted to give you guys an update, just to let you guys know that I don't believe that the switch was the issue. I believe that it was that Yuasa battery not having enough cranking amps. One thing I will say before I end this video, I would never put another Yuasa battery in my Goldwing. That's for me. I'm only speaking for me. I can't speak for other people. I can't speak for anybody else that use Yuasa batteries. Maybe you never had an issue with your Yuasa battery. I understand. I'm just speaking for me. I would never put another Yuasa battery in my Honda Goldwing. So let me know what you think. Drop a comment down in the comment section below. I'm gonna head down to the beach. I'm out here in Florida with Jumper. We're on the Goldwings, and I'll talk to you guys later. See ya.